I think it's on video.
Yes.
Is it recording?
Yep.
All right. My name is Michael. I'm an addict and alcoholic. And I've been asked several times to explain in my understanding of how the Lord's Prayer can be used by atheists. Okay, the first part is, Our Father who art in heaven. Well, first of all, one has to suspend the idea that our Father is an actual person, but rather an idea that there's something in the universe that can help us. And it might be just another person, it might be eternal, but it's something outside of us, of our normal understanding. And who art in heaven means in a place where we'd like to be. Okay, so Our Father who art in heaven is just this idea that you recognize that there's this power, whatever it is, that can help you. Hallowed be thy name means just that more, that we recognize that power. Thy kingdom come means that when one is praying, one recognizes that one needs help from the first part, and that there's going to be help. Thy kingdom come means it's going to happen. Whatever help is out there is going to come to me or from within me. I'm going to get the help I need. Thy will be done means that I have to go with whatever that help is. I have to accept the help. If I don't accept the help, it's no good. There could be all the help in the world, and there could be a fire truck and your house is burning down, and if you say, well, the Lord will protect me, well, no. The Lord will send the fire truck, and that's in my view. Maybe not in yours, but here's the thing. What matters is that the help is there and one accepts the help. So, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So inside me is on earth, and in heaven is everything outside of me. Now, none of that calls upon any kind of pagan, Jewish, Christian, or any other kind of entity per se that is not necessarily, it is necessarily personal to you, the prayer. Okay. Give us this day our daily bread is about the recognition that my food, the thing that keeps me alive corporeally, comes from outside me. I cannot feed myself. I need other people. And that's where give us this day our daily bread comes from, is the idea that whatever power is out there, and it could be other people, it could be anything, is helping me stay alive by actually providing food. Now, I might go out and hunt the food for myself, but the animals are there because somebody else. There's always somebody else involved. Now, forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. It's a universally acknowledged idea within any kind of spiritual path that when one is harboring resentment or anger or fear toward another human being, then there's a problem. And that what we need to do as people is to forgive other people, and that we hope that we are in turn forgiven for our transgressions. Because if you're the kind of person who has never harmed anyone, then none of this stuff applies to you, and you are someone I've never met before and probably never actually will. Either you're lying to yourself, lying to others, or you're a perfect human being. And I don't think there's any of those. lead us not into temptation. Lead us not into temptation is the idea that if I have a problem overeating, I am not going to go to an Overeaters Anonymous meeting and then go hang out in a village inn and eat pie. I am not going to, if I'm an alcoholic, go to a bar and drink booze after an AA meeting. So the idea is that I'm going to avoid those areas that are a problem for me, and that I might need some help with that from other people. I might not, but lead us not into temptation is about staying away from the stuff that's bad for me. Don't need a higher power for that. It's just a recognition of the truth of it. That's all. Deliver us from evil. Evil is just stuff that hurts you or other people. And, all of us could be better off staying away from that kind of thing and avoiding that. And any help we can get doing that, for me anyway, it's really important to have that help. And whether that comes from another person, from within me, or from somebody else, or from the universe at large, does not matter. What matters is that I get that help, that I am not hanging around with evil. I'm not perpetuating it. I'm not accepting it. I'm not using it. I may recognize that it's true, and that's important, that I recognize that evil exists, but that I get to define what evil is and what it means to me, and that for me, the prayer is that I am not going to be trapped by it. And then the rest of that, the line is the kingdom, power, glory, now forever, or whatever. That is all like additional trappings that when I was learning the Lord's Prayer as a child, it was never there. And now many people use it, and whether you use it or not is immaterial. So you don't have to use it or use it, it's up to you. And, that is my take on how the Lord's Prayer can be prayed by an atheist who has no belief whatsoever in any kind of power, a higher power at all. No higher power, none. Just oneself and other people. Thank you for listening.